22-year-old Claudette Colvin is an important part of U.S. history. 66 years ago, she was arrested in segregated Alabama for refusing to give up her seat on a bus to a white woman. That incident happened 9 months before Rosa Parks. David Begnaud sat down with Colvin and spoke to her about a new development in her story.
Meeting assistants now. It's very nice to meet you. Claudette Colvin has spent most of her 82 years as a convicted juvenile delinquent who would go on to college, work as a nurse's aide, and raise 2 sons. Do you think of yourself as an important figure in history?
No, I think of myself as a survival of the civil rights struggle.
Her place in the civil rights struggle began when she was 15 years old, at the back of a crowded Montgomery, Alabama bus after school with 3 friends.
I was sitting in the section that was allowed for colored people, and this white lady came. The bus driver demanded for the 4 seats.
And this is you and 3 others?
Students, yes.
So 3 of them got up?
Yes.
And you refused?
So I refused. Because this wasn't an elderly white lady, this was a young white lady.
You're sitting there, your classmates get up and move.
Yes.
What was going through your head as to why you refused to stand?
I said I could not move because history had me glued to the seat. And they said, how is that? I said, well, it felt as though Harriet Tubman hands were pushing me down on one shoulder, and Sojourner Truth hand was pushing me down on the other shoulder.
Now that happened 9 months before Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus, overshadowing for decades
Rosa
what
Parks
a
is white.
teenager had also done.
And the traffic patrolman came to the rear of the bus and asked me why I wasn't sitting there. I told him I was sitting there because I paid my fare and it's my constitutional rights.
Right on.
Now watching this interview from a nearby room was Judge Calvin Williams. Today he is the presiding judge of the Montgomery Family Court. And then what happened?
Oh, lo and behold, 2 squad car patrolmen stopped and, cut the bus off. And came, they stopped, and we said, oh my.
What are y'all? It's Money Low from the Money Low channel. They go to commentary.
What the police did to her.
Claudette Colvin. What they didn't report is that this girl was pregnant or had a baby already with her. And during these times, why should this? But in these times, the white people didn't care. You give up your seat because you got kids or not, you had to give up that seat. As she stated, as Miss Colvin stated, she's already in the black section. Here comes a white woman, young white woman, not early nothing. But they didn't report that this woman already had, this 15-year-old already had a baby or was pregnant or something like that. So, you know what I mean? Why didn't report that? I guess because if you do your history, it said that Claudette Colvin didn't make the national attention. She didn't get the national attention as Rosa Parks did because that she was pregnant or had this child with her that was hers was going to set off a bad image. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, okay, put the bad image on this white woman. You want me to give you my seat and I'm with a child, I'm pregnant, I got the baby with me? Come on, man. And they still like that, straight up. So I'm not bashing nobody, but history right now, this is how they rewrite history. They did not once they said this girl was pregnant. Do your research. You think I'm lying, do your research. This girl was pregnant or she already had the baby. Straight up. She already knew this story. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the New Money channel. And did you see Rosa Parks? Rosa Parks like she was white.
Yes.
And did you?
Yes.
I said it to say this. 2 black, 2 strong. Nothing will go wrong if you keep God's prayers in your song. Like, comment, subscribe to the New Money channel. Little gangster gospel for y'all. I'm glad that Claudette Colvin is still alive, too. Let's give her attention, man. Teach your kids about Claudette Colvin, man. Especially they got kids. All right, we out. Like, comment, subscribe. Money Channel.